You know, even if you don't hike, there is a certain amount of time when you're deep in nature that I call it a boiling point. Kind of like if you're sleepy and you go for coffee, drinking the entire cup doesn't really kick in immediately, but within seconds to minutes, you'll notice that the caffeine is kicking in. I guess it's the same thing with some of my patients who use medical marijuana. They'll have that when they smoke it or vape it, they'll have a couple seconds between the inhale and then that euphoric feeling. But when it hits, you know it, and it's just sublime. Same thing can be happening with this nature therapy that I always talk about. I think there is a certain amount of time when you say, yeah, it's hot, there's a lot of bugs, a lot of weeds, and we're almost there, but you'll know it when, if you do it enough, you'll recognize it, that when it hits, suddenly it's like, oh, we've been out here for a couple hours. Or, can't believe we're on top of this mountain for so long. It's nightfall already. So that's when time stands still. And the theory is that when you have enough of a endorphin rush, you feel real good. Your mindfulness is kind of defocused and you don't care anymore. That's when you actually are thinking at the speed of nature. Thinking at the speed of the internet, or 40 miles an hour, or traffic pattern, or 8-hour shift. That context is already rushed because you're thinking about the end of that. And you started the journey, you're thinking about the end. Everything in between the beginning and the end is kind of a blur. You're mindlessly doing what you're setting out to do, but when in nature, at least if you come with me on my hikes, there will be a point in time on the hike or in nature that you suddenly feel really good. For some of my pain patients, it would be when you feel no further pain. Even if it's just for 5 minutes. The fact that you did not recognize it means that something is happening, and chemically speaking, it's probably that you have so much serotonin turned on and the fight or flight is turned off. That would be epinephrine, norepinephrine, adrenaline, that you don't really sense pain. You might still have a muscle soreness of some sort, but it doesn't become the focus of your attention. And that's the beauty of nature therapy. I think we're becoming nature deprived. And when you don't have any regular exposure, kind of like meditation, you're letting the dominant hormone and the dominant system be sympathetic, which is fight or flight, not parasympathetic, which is love and relaxation. And it doesn't mean that you have to be in a stressful environment or stressed out. Even fighting an infection or waking up in the morning is considered an alarm to your body. So certainly if you're in a fight, physical altercation, car accident, then that's fight or flight for sure. When you're running from a bear, that's fight or flight. But sometimes when you have an overwhelming amount of sympathetic stimulation, it makes it really tough for the body to do what it has to do. Like fight infection, heal up a fracture, take care of muscle spasm, or how about just sleep? Or even sex. A lot of people think that sexual desire is decreased because of age. You know, I've got a lot of guys that, even with a low testosterone, when they are happy, sex is good. I got a lot of guys with a normal testosterone that are totally stressed out, sex is bad. So really it's a matter of the two systems and learning how to be mindful of the parasympathetic, or at least giving your body what it wants. Exposure to parasympathetic stimulation at least twice a day, in a form of meditation if you want, or getting out to nature, or prayer, it doesn't matter. Everybody finds their own way. I think that some of my guys who like to create things, be in the garage, build things, that is a form of mindfulness, but so that's fine, but the ultimate expression is usually stillness. And that's what we learn in Ayurveda. But you can't just jump into stillness. It takes a lot of time. I'm still working on my practice. And I had one of the best teachers in the world, Deepak Chopra, teach me. So if you are not privileged enough to meet the man or get into one of the programs, the immersions, that's okay. Just set your intention for finding your way, and hopefully it'll happen. Until that point, make it a habit to try to indulge in some kind of exposure or practice. Sooner or later it'll click. It gives fire department a little bit of a deeper penetration into the woods. Got a big old hawk up there. Let's see if I can get you to look at it.